They knew. They always knew. From the moment they first laid eyes on you, they saw what you really were. They looked into your soul, past all the masks you wore, and they chose to turn you into the villain, the beast, the monster. They didn't get it wrong. Oh no, it wasn't a misunderstanding. They saw your struggle. They saw the pain eating away at you, gnawing at your insides like some twisted storm waiting to break free. And what did they do? They nurtured it. They fed that darkness, coaxed it to grow until it consumed you. Then, when the time was right, they pointed the finger. There they said, "There's the monster." It's easier that way, isn't it? Easier to label someone a monster than to face the monster inside themselves. They knew you were fragile, they knew you were on the edge. And instead of pulling you back, instead of lending a hand, they shoved you right into the abyss. Why? Because watching you fall made them feel better about their own cracks, their own imperfections. You see, people don't hate monsters because they're terrifying. No, they hate beasts because monsters remind them of the darkness in their own hearts. They see the reflection of everything they fear inside themselves, and it terrifies them. They saw your scars, the anger you hid behind that smile, the chaos brewing under your calm exterior. But instead of understanding, instead of reaching out, they whispered behind your back. They called you a freak, a joke. But here's the punchline, the joke's on them. They turned you into the monster they feared, and guess what? When you become the beast they always said you were, you're free. Free from their judgment. Free from their expectations. You don't have to care about being good anymore because now you understand something they never will. The world was never fair. It was never meant to be. They twisted you, they broke you. And when you finally snapped, that wasn't the end of you, it was your beginning. There's a power in embracing the monster inside, a freedom they'll never know. When you stop pretending to be what they want you to be, you find something stronger than their approval. They wanted to control you, to mold you into their puppet, to make you dance on the strings of their acceptance. But you broke free. You let them see the monster they feared. And that's when they truly began to tremble. Monsters don't play by their rules. Monsters don't need validation. Monsters rule themselves. So let them talk. Let them tell their stories, spread their lies about how dangerous you are. Let them call you the villain. Because in their stories, sure, you're the monster. But in your own story, you're something so much more. You're not their creation. You're not their monster. You're your own force of nature. You have a power they will never understand because it doesn't come from them. It comes from the chaos, from the fire they tried to put out. And here's the punchline. They thought they could destroy you, but they only made you stronger. They sharpened your edges, honed you into something more dangerous than they ever imagined. And now, you don't care anymore. Becoming a beast. You see, it's not just about shedding your chains. No, it's about evolution. It's about embracing the raw, untamed force within you that they've spent their lives trying to keep hidden. You've always had it, lurking under the surface, waiting for the moment to break free. Most people live their lives terrified of their own power. They build cages around themselves, wrap their minds in chains, all to feel safe. But you don't need safety anymore. You don't need permission to exist. You've tasted something they never will, freedom without limits. Becoming a beast means accepting the truth that you're not here to be tamed. You're not here to be liked, to be understood. You're here to rule. And a beast doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't apologize for what it is. They wanted you to stay small, didn't they? To keep you docile, afraid, locked inside the little box they built for you. But beasts don't belong in boxes. They can't survive in cages. You weren't meant for that. Becoming a beast means you stop caring about their opinions. You stop living for their approval. You live for yourself. And that's the most dangerous thing you can do. They wanted you to fear your own strength. They wanted you to believe that being wild, being untamed was wrong. But here's the truth they won't tell you, beasts. Beasts are born to break the rules. They're born to run free, to hunt, to take what's theirs. And when you become that beast, when you finally let go of their chains and step into your power, you realize something. You don't just survive, you thrive. You become something they can't predict, something they can't control. A force of nature. You see, being a beast isn't about mindless rage. No. It's about clarity. The clarity that comes when you stop pretending, stop living by their rules. The moment you understand that their opinions, their judgments, their fear, it doesn't matter. What matters is your truth. What matters is the fire inside you that they tried to extinguish. They always knew you were a beast. They always feared what you could become. That's why they tried to keep you down. But now you're awake. Now you just current their weakness. They were afraid of your strength. The strength they could never possess. Beasts don't fit in. They don't follow the herd. They create their own path, their own kingdom. And that's exactly what you're going to do. When you stop trying to be what they want you to be, when you embrace the chaos, the hunger, the power inside, that's when you become unstoppable. Becoming a beast isn't about losing yourself. It's about finding yourself. It's about realizing that you never needed their validation, their acceptance. You were always enough. And now you're more than enough. You're a force to be reckoned with. Beasts don't bow. Beasts don't apologize for their nature. They rise, they conquer, they take what the world told them they couldn't have. And you've just begun to rise. A beast isn't born to fit in. It's born to stand out, to break through, to challenge everything. And when you finally embrace that, when you finally stop caring what the world thinks, that's when you truly become a beast. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell the Batman I said hello.